Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, it's a pleasure for me to welcome at our community university at our Faculty of Mathematics, Physics and Computer Science, Professor Fred Zinger from Virginia University, where he is as a Professor Emeritus at Environmental Sciences, Fellow of the American Association for Advancement of Science and member of International Academy of Astronautics, etc., etc. He received PhD from physics on Princeton University. His topics are environmental sciences and using of physics for environmental sciences. His lecture is first of lectures in the frame of Excelentna University, which is a project founded by European Social Fund. Lecture will be in English. After lecture, we expect discussion. We have people here who can translate your questions, so don't hesitate. You can ask then in Slovak language, and your questions will be translated. So, dear professor, welcome, and rooms is yours.
Thank you. Can you hear me without a microphone? Good. The Dean has asked me to give my lecture in English. Since my limit in Slovak, I only limited to 3 words. So I will proceed in English. And I suggest that if there is difficulty in understanding, just raise your hand, and I will rephrase my sentence using different words. Okay? My subject has to do with climate change, and specifically with climate change in the last decades. It's a subject of great current interest, not only to scientists, politicians, to newspapers, television. It's become a big, big topic. In Germany, I understand the Chancellor thinks it's the most important subject facing Germany. In the Czech Republic, the President of the Czech Republic has said it is not important at all, and he thinks that Al Gore is insane. He said so. Dr. Klaus, who is President of the Czech Republic, in his speech at the United Nations, has made an important recommendation. He said that in addition to the scientific panel, which has been set up by the UN, the United Nations, called the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC. He said there should be a parallel panel, a second panel, independent of the IPCC, to look at the same evidence to see if they get the same conclusions. We have done this. We anticipated the suggestion by Dr. Klaus, and we set up another panel, which we call NIPCC, Non-Governmental International Panel on Climate Change. And I'm pleased to say that it covers scientists from different countries, as far away as New Zealand. And from Slovakia, we have representing Professor Masaryk. And I've been working very hard to put together a report for approval by this group. So today, I will give you the report of the NIPCC, which we call NIPIC, the NIPIC report. And just to give you our conclusion, it is directly opposite to that of the IPCC. So we disagree with the United Nations panel. They are almost 100% sure, they say, that the current climate change is caused by human activities, specifically by the emission of carbon dioxide in the burning of coal, oil, and gas. And we say that the evidence is against that, and that the cause of the current warming must be natural, not human. I will show you the evidence, and I hope I can persuade you that our conclusion is correct. Before I do this, if our conclusion is correct, if the cause of current warming is natural, then there's nothing we can do about it. If the cause is the sun, there's no way where we can affect what the sun is doing. And it is useless to even consider restrictions on the use of carbon dioxide, that is, on the use of energy, in order to affect the climate. And this goes contrary to almost every political group or any politician who has signed up to something called the Kyoto Protocol. You may have heard about it, which aims at restricting the use of energy and making it more expensive. So if we are right, and if you agree, then this has very important implications for energy policy. And I hope at the end of my talk to spend a few minutes to discuss with you what I consider to be a sensible, rational energy policy. First of all, the IPCC, the UN panel of scientists, has worked very hard, and they've now put out 4 reports since 1990. The latest report appeared this year, in 2007. It's the 4th report, and in this report they say that they are almost 100% sure, between 90 and 99% sure that the cause of this warming is human, specifically greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. How do they conclude this? What evidence do they have? They don't have any firm evidence. It is all circumstantial. I'd like to show you what the evidence consists of, taken from their reports. So I will start out here. And let's see if I can work this thing. Yeah. Oops. Went too fast. Try again. Now, the first piece of evidence they present is a statement that the 20th is going on, something unusual is happening in the 20th century.